everyone, my name is Stephanie and I'm a naturalist here at the Paul Smith College Visitor Interpretive Center. Today, I'm going to teach you how to use the Merlin and Audubon bird ID apps for your phone. It's super easy to do, so feel free to follow along or to pause the video if you'd like to. Both apps that we talk about today are free on the Google Play and the Apple App Stores. If you're all ready to go, then let's get started. First app I will be showing you how to use is the Merlin Bird ID app. It is a free app that is managed by the Cornell Ornithology Lab. It replicates what you can find on their All About Birds website, and it also has a lot of free downloadable packs so that you can identify birds across the world. Right now I have the US Northeast pack installed, but I would suggest downloading the US and Canada Continental pack, especially for this area, because we have a lot of birds that come down from Canada when they're migrating. On this app, you can also keep a life list. A life list is where you record birds that you've seen throughout your life. But to ID a bird, you click Start Bird ID. Where did you see it? Let's say we saw it here at Paul Smith, so you click Current Location. When did you see the bird? Let's say we saw it today, but if you saw it any other day, you can easily click one of the other days. This is where you pick what size the bird was. Let's try and identify a chickadee. So I'm going to click the sparrow-sized or smaller bird, click Next, and what main colors were there. So for a chickadee, it was black, gray, and white. And finally, what was the bird doing? Let's say we found it eating at a feeder. Click Identify, and there's our bird. But sometimes it's not always the first one to come up, so you have to scroll through a little bit. But this was our bird. In case you heard it, as well as saw it, and you wanted to make sure, you can click this. It helps you to make sure that that was definitely your bird. So you click, this is my bird, and congratulations, you've identified it. If you want to find out more, you click Explore Species Details. There you can get a little description about the bird, as well as some pictures. You can click Sounds, where you play songs and calls. You can also view their map, so where they tend to be, and as you can see in New York State, they're year-round. But if you just want to explore some birds, you click Explore Birds, and you go to the search bar and click in anything you're interested in. So let's go for a blue jay. And it comes right up. Click on it, and you get all your details about it. The app I'll show you today is the Audubon app. It is another free app that is very similar to the Merlin Bird ID app. Here you can also label your life list and your sightings. So for example, yesterday I saw a northern parula in this area, so it marks it, and it adds it automatically to my life list. Now to identify a bird, there are a lot more details that go into this. Pick your location, when you saw it, but there is a lot more you can use. So you can go for the size of the bird, what colors were there, you can pick more than 3 here, what type, so was it an owl or was it kind of like a duck, what was it doing, what habitat you saw it in, so did you see it in a forest or did you see it by the water. You can go by voice as well. If you don't know what they mean by a flute-like call, you click the little sound button. And that'll give you an example. You can also do it by wing shape and by tail shape. So it's very similar to the Merlin app, just very much more in depth. You can also search the guide, or you can type in a bird. Let's look at the blue jay again. And there we go. You can add a sighting, gives descriptions, you can play songs and calls, shows you the range. You can find where there are other sightings around here, and you can find birds that are similar to it. All in all, these apps are very helpful. Not great when you don't have service. The Audubon app, you also don't have to download any separate packs, so that's pretty helpful. I personally use the Audubon app more than the Merlin app because it is more in-depth, but you download what you are more comfortable with. For a casual or beginner birder, I would suggest using the Merlin Bird ID app since there are a lot less steps in identifying birds there versus on the Audubon app. Using the sound functions on both apps is also a really good way to practice identifying your birds. For example, one person can have a phone and look up a bird and play one of these songs or calls, while another, without using their phone, can try to identify what that bird is. Now you know how to use the Merlin and Audubon Bird ID apps. For more videos like this, check out our website and follow us on Facebook or Instagram. If you have any questions, feel free to email us or leave a comment on one of our posts. Thank you for watching, and see you on the trails.